Hey guys, what up? It's Elias here with the Yes Do It team, and in this video, throughout the whole week, we're going to be talking about the different areas, the different aspects of an online business for you to actually be able to say, I think that I am best at this area, or I am best at, making ads, or I am best at copywriting, and pick the one that you're best at and start from there. But the thing is that you have to start somewhere. If you just sit there and watch, nothing is going to happen. No income is going to come into your bank account. You have to take massive imperfect action. So, for this specific video, we're going to be covering the topic about offers and what an offer is. And for that, I have a little script here ready, which is going to be shown all down below not below, but in the bottom part of this video. I hope I pull this one off and it's gonna look sweet, hopefully. So, let's start with this. We're going to be talking about the 5 basic elements of an offer, right? And though that is the type or kind, right? The value that your offer has in it, the language of the audience that you're talking to, and how you have to take that into account, the ways that you can split an offer in order to make you the most possible money, and the closures. The closings of an offer are, whenever it's a sale, at least it's one of the most important things. So let's jump into this. The first thing that we're going to be talking about is the different type of offers that we can publish into the internet, right? An offer isn't always a sale. That is something very important that I want us to have very clear. It isn't always about making money. Sometimes it's about a social cause. Sometimes it's about having people attend an event. Sometimes it is about collecting people's emails or collecting more followers for your pages. And we think that because of the name, offer, it's going to be related to a sale, but that isn't always the case. Of course, sometimes it is, and the majority of offers out there are related to a product or a service, but that isn't the only way of doing it. So some of the types are, like I said before, to collect emails. For example, say that you make a free training, right? You make a free training for showing people how to create or how to come up with an idea of a logo. Say that you're a graphic designer, right? And you make a training and it's free, it's about 10 videos or something, and you make an ad to bring people to that landing page where you collect their emails for them to gain access to your free training, right? In that case, you're not making any money out of the people leaving you the emails, by itself, per se, but you are still making an offer. You're still saying, guys, this is free. Leave your email right here and have access to my free training in this other website or whatever, right? So we're not making any money right there, at least, but that's still an offer. A different offer that we can also have is, like I said, for a social cause. Let's say, for example, that we are trying to raise money for, a research project, for anything really. Let's just say a research project, right? We can make a landing page and we can open up a few accounts in PayPal and different platforms like that to actually have people donate money for the cause, right? In that case, we're not making any money. I mean, the project is making money, right? But it is not related to an actual product or service. It's just a money donation type of thing, right? So that's that. I wanted us to have that clear. An offer isn't always related to a sale. Now, the second aspect of your offer is got to be related to the value, because there lies the heart of the offer. And pretty much what we have to do in this area of an offer is think about what's in it for the people, what's in it for your customers, what's in it for the audience that you're sending this message to, right? For example, let's say that we are a fitness type of let's say that I was a personal trainer, right? I'm on the fitness industry and I want to make a training for people to lose weight, right? I have to sell the outcome. I cannot sell the whole work that is going to take them to get to the goals that I'm going to be able to get them closer to. You know, I have to sell the outcome, be able to I don't know, lose 20 kilos or 20 pounds, or I don't know, I really don't, not related to the fitness industry, but let's say that there was a training, right? The personal trainer needs to be able to sell the outcome of the program that they're offering, right? They don't have to sell the process, because the process most of the time is not easy. You know, I mean, shit that is important or shit that is worth it takes time, you know. Things that are easy are not likely to stay, you know. Things just come and go like that whenever they're just so easy, right? So you have to sell the outcome. You have to sell, you're going to be able to get to this point, but you're going to have to get through this process as well, right? And focusing on the outcome is what gives our offer the most value possible. So with that being said, now let's talk about the language, right? What is the style or slang that your audience use, right? What is the, for example, what is the offer for these people that we were saying before, for the fitness industry? How do they talk, you know? And I actually have a nice example that I had experienced in the last few weeks, and is that I wanted to make an ad specifically for Canada. If there's any Canadian down here, drop a comment just to say hi, because you might end up watching one of my ads that I did a few weeks ago. And the funny thing about it is that because I was targeting this ad to be shown only on Canada, I did a little research on what the slang of the Canadian people is. You know, what, like a few words to make it more catchy for them to see. You know, and what I did is that I used the words loonies and toonies, and loonies and toonies for them is the way that they call the, I think, the $1 and $2 coins, right? They're calling loonies and toonies. So I used that in my ad, and the results I had from it were actually pretty amazing. I was able to get, I think, up to 15% rate results, which is one of the highest ones that I've gotten so far. So knowing what the audience, or knowing what your audience talks like, you know, how they speak and what they are like, pretty much gives you a whole lot of advantage whenever you are putting your offer out there. So let's jump into the next step about the offer that we're talking about. We're going to be talking now about the entry point offer. I don't know if you've been scrolling down and you find yourself with a discount, like a super discount, you know, buy this course for only $10 in the next 24 hours or something, right? And you're like, how is this person actually making money selling a $10 product or a $10 service, right? And that is just the tip of the iceberg. That is just pretty much the bait. But I mean, a good marketer splits his offer or her offer, you know, to be able to get the most money available for the most the best leads, pretty much. And what am I saying? Okay, let me explain myself a little bit better. Say that you are selling $1,000 product to a thousand people, right? If it's a service, I mean, if it is a product, it's all good because you just take money, deliver the product, and then that's it, right? But if it is a service that you are working with, you have now 10, or not 10, but 1,000 people that you have to give the service to, and you have to give a high quality service, right? If you are not high quality in whenever you deliver the service, you're not going to be able to charge even more to the next customers that come. So sometimes it's best to stay with 10 customers, but that pay, I don't know, $100,000 for their service, and they would get a lot more focus and a lot more specific, training for their own need. But if you try to make a huge advancement, or if you try to take as many customers as possible, you're not gonna be able to make as much money if you only sell the service for $10, right? So that's why we split the offer, or people that does internet marketing split their offer. So I want you to go ahead and look for a concept on the internet that is called the value ladder. I don't know the author of it, I don't know who the author is, but the value ladder will give you a lot more information about this specific step, how to split your offer into different options for your audience, for your clients, for your customers. Offer the best only to the best leads, right? Offer simple products for the mass, and offer the best service that you have for your best leads, the ones that are eager to pay more for a better service to get, right? So let's jump into the next one, and make sure you do look for that value ladder. Now, for the last one part about our offer, we need to talk about the closings, which is one of the most important areas of your offer. If you don't get any closures on your offer, you're not gonna be able to make any money out of it. So there's a few tricks, a few techniques that you can use in order to get the most sales possible of your offer, right? And one of them is make it limited supply of time, a limited supply of inventory in case it is a product, right? But for example, let's say that you put out a deal that it's going to be available for a couple of days, right? If you put a countdown in your landing page, whenever people land on it, they're gonna be able to see that they don't have the whole life to make a decision. They have a short period of time to actually go ahead and take action and buy the product, the service, or whatever you're trying to offer, right? So if you make that sense of urgency, they're gonna jump into action. At least, your best leads, right? The ones that are not your best leads, you're going to let it go, and that's okay, because you want to stay with your best leads, right? So another thing that you can do, another trick, another technique to get more closures is to put like a 30-day, no questions asked guarantee, like a return policy. So in that case that somebody says, I think I want to get in, but I'm not sure. Well, you can say, jump in. If after 30 days you don't like what you got, you can get your money back, and we're not gonna ask you any questions about why are you not continuing with the program, with the service, with the product, right? So if they get that guarantee, you can get a lot more people involved in your offer, in your funnels. So for a high value product, for a, like we were saying before, for a product that is over $2,000 or something, the best thing to do whenever it comes to closings is to do it over by phone, right? Is to do it on a phone call, on a Zoom call or something, right? But doing face to face, or ear to ear or whatever, but do it in a direct type of communication instead of by email or anything like it. The best way to do it is on the phone, on a call. So that being said, guys, I have just a few finishing bonus tips for you guys before we finish this one up, and that is a few questions that you can ask yourself to make sure that you have a killer offer before going into production, before posting it into the web. And that is my offer worth 10x what I'm charging? Is my offer worth 10 times more what I'm actually charging for it, you know. And if it is, you're going on the right path. If you cannot answer yes to that question, you may want to loop through the whole concept of your offer once again, because you need to be able to come up with a killer offer in order to have the most sales possible for it. And another thing that you have to take care of is make sure that you have a handful of testimonies that you can leverage from. If people see other people talking about your product, your service, they're gonna be more eager to buy it from you, because that generates trust in them. And as you know, or if you didn't know, you're gonna know now, people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So make sure that keep that in mind, guys. And for tomorrow, we're going to be talking about funnels. Like I said before, this is just like a little tip of the whole information that we can have about offers. But make sure that you get curious about it, you know, get to work. Get your computer out and start doing some research. And if you have questions, let's get together. We have a Facebook group, we have a Telegram channel, we have a few different set of platforms where we can get together to chat and to ask the different to answer the different questions that you may come up with. So that being said, guys, tomorrow we're going to be talking about funnels, so stay tuned and thank you so much for watching. Ciao, ciao.